Chapter 17 today. It only has 3 lessons. It's pretty short. My phone doesn't have a lot of battery, so if this runs out, I'll probably won't finish. So anyway, buying and maintaining a vehicle. So some things to consider. Your driving needs, your budget, how much you can afford, the vehicle safety features, if that's important to you, which it should be, and the record, like does it break down or does it have a good maintenance record? The cost of ownership, so money you have to spend, it can be considered your budget that you have to spend. You'll also have immediate costs of insurance, registration fees, and state and vehicle stickers, registration, and then other things you'll need. Of course, gasoline, oil, tires, preventative maintenance things, repairs if something breaks down. If you take out a loan to buy the car, you'll have a monthly loan payment. So you evaluate your driving needs. What kind of driving will I do? Is it local, long distance, towing a trailer? How many miles will I drive? How many passengers? What safety features? How long will I expect to keep it? And will it fit in my parking area? Ford made an Excursion that they quit making after 1 or 2 years because it wouldn't fit in people's garages. The safety features. Electronic stability control might be important for some. Side impact airbags, curtain and tubular airbags deploy downward from the vehicle's roof rail, protecting the heads of the vehicle occupants. Combination airbags deploy from the side of the seat, protecting the head and chest. Some cars have TPMS, which is a tire pressure monitoring system. Starting in 2007, federal regulations required all new vehicles to have that. Backup cameras, driver's ed car has one, most new cars do. Lane departure warning, in the driver's ed car you can push a button, and if you go over the line without signaling, it will beep at you. Variable ride height suspension. So we had a minivan a number of years ago, and it had a compressor in it, and if we had a lot of people and luggage, as soon as you started it, you could hear this compressor putting air in, and it would lift the car up. And so it had a heavier suspension and could carry that weight. Do you buy new or used? There are some advantages and disadvantages of both. So buying a new vehicle gives you the sense of security that you're going to be able to drive it for a long time, not have to have it repaired and replace parts and that type of a thing. However, disadvantages, the minute you drive your new vehicle off the dealership's lot, its value declines and will continue to decline during the first few years. So you buy a new car, costs you $30,000. Let's say a month later you're just like, you know what, this just isn't fitting what I need for my car, and you then try to sell it or trade it in. Certainly trading it in, you would get very little back from what you had already. So, you know, you'd be lucky to sell it for $25,000 probably. A pre-owned vehicle may not have a warranty or service record. In fact, a used vehicle may give you the best value. That's what we did last time. We bought a 2014, had all the features we wanted, had 45,000 miles on it. That's not too bad for us. That's about 2.5 years of driving. But we caught it for probably $10,000 less than what it would have cost to buy new. And that was on sale for a new car. Before you make any decisions, however, it's best to comparison shop. Look around and see what's available. Preventative maintenance, so there's a lot of things you can do. The cars have electronic modules, computers basically, that can tell you if there's a problem. It can tell you when to change your oil. Some problem that has arisen, and you can check on that. Fuel and emission systems, the catalytic converter and muffler. Muffler is certainly required. I don't think a catalytic converter is for our area, but it captures some emissions. If you live in a bigger city, they definitely have to go through an emissions check. Lubrication and cooling systems. So there's some colors there. Power steering fluid, purple, I don't know, water. Coolant can also be pink. Motor oil, if it's that dark, it's probably dirty oil. Transmission fluid is usually reddish. Maintaining the control system, so the steering system, hopefully you don't have any problems with that. You might need to add some steering fluid. The brake system, if they start squeaking, then you probably need to have those checked out. The tires are part of the suspension system. Tires are kind of expensive. Get them rotated, that'll help them to last longer. And there's some numbers and letters and different things. They're kind of confusing, but it tells you a lot of information there. The tread wear, the temperature, what kind of load you can put on those tires. You can see the circled part of the tire, tread wear, you can tell. Remember, take a penny, turn it upside down. If part of Lincoln's head is covered, then you still have enough tread. Suspension, electrical part of the battery, the alternator charges the battery. So look at the picture on 355. Hopefully no one ever has that problem. However, it can happen if you're not careful. So it happens most to women, not for any reason other than the fact that after they get the gas started, you can put that little lever down to keep it going. They tend to get back in their car. And when they do so, they pick up static electricity. The floor, the carpet, the seat, if it's cloth. And then when they get back out, they may put their hand on the gas nozzle, on the handle, before it stopped pumping gas. And because gas is going in, vapors are coming out, and you can see those. And so when they touch it, if they have the static electricity, it just ignites, and that's the result. So always wait till it clicks off, and you can also just touch the side of your car, unless you have fiberglass or plastic, but just touch the side of the car, and some gas pumps even have a place where you can discharge that. So touch it, wait till it clicks off, and then go ahead and pull the handle out. Okay? And the third one, fuel efficiency, recycling, and security systems. So, of course, they've got the Toyota Prius there, fuel efficient vehicles. Now, some of these are called hybrids, meaning they have gas and electric. A lot of people that are, environmentally friendly people that are very concerned might say, well, I'm gonna get a Toyota Prius because it's good for the environment. Well, the electricity runs on lead batteries, and those are not good for the environment. So I personally think that a lot of people are being paid off because, we have the technology. We're intelligent people. We've come up with a lot of amazing things. Why can't we make a car that gets better gas mileage? I used to have a car that would get 40 to 45 miles, sometimes 50, and it was just a gas car, but they don't make those anymore. Anyway, so things you can do to maximize fuel efficiency, control your speed. Just maintain a constant speed. Don't go real fast. There's a certain speed that's pretty good. Don't warm up the engine. Don't carry a big heavy load. Reduce the idling time. Reduce drag. Don't put a lot of stuff up on top. There's alternative fuels. And the little chart on 357, if you want to calculate the miles per gallon. So you fill up the tank, you record the odometer reading, then you drive it, then you fill it back up, and then you see how many gallons, how many miles you've driven, and then you divide those, and it'll tell you how many miles per gallon you got. So there's ethanol, biodiesel, natural gas, propane, and hydrogen are some of the alternatives. Recycling. So if you're changing the oil on your own car, make sure to recycle the oil. Here in Fillmore, we take it to Dearden's. I do that quite often. Never paid anybody to change the oil in my car. It's not real difficult. Once you kind of figure out how to do it, it's not too bad. The car itself can be recycled if it's just, completely totaled in a wreck, or maybe it's really, really old, or it's just not working or whatever, then it can be recycled. Cars have security systems. The chart shows motor vehicle theft in the top 10 areas, number of vehicles stolen, the rate at which they're stolen anyway. Keyless entry, again, our new car has that. You can, as long as the key is on you, you can just push a little button, it'll unlock the door. Cars have theft prevention systems, sensors for different securities. And then the final page, satellite systems, different parts of the car. So door sensors, the lights can sense if it's getting dark, they can come on automatically. If you're in a newer car and you back up, it can sense that cars are behind you or will alert you of cars in front. Anyway, lots of new things. I know the driver's ed car will show you a green car if one is in front. As you get closer, it'll go yellow, and then if it's real close, it'll go red, and then it flashes something up onto the windshield to alert you that there's a problem ahead. So chapter 17 is going to be Friday. That'll be open book. Our last one we'll do Monday, and that will be, I think we'll just do that one open book as well. So last two will be open book. Again, please read the chapters. Probably after Monday, I think we'll be pretty much finished up. So give you those last few days to catch up if you need to, maybe some extra credit. I'll talk about that later. So, okay, thank you.